our dried nettle oil infusion after 6 weeks. Perfect. Making a stinging nettle balm is a really simple way of harnessing the benefits of stinging nettle. Anti-inflammatory, wonderful for really dry, cracked lips, fantastic for eczema, dermatitis and psoriasis, as long as it's not itchy. We only need 3 ingredients: our dried stinging nettle, certified organic olive oil, and beeswax. So 6 weeks ago I did a video and showed how to make our stinging nettle infused oil. So I've got a nice clean sterilised pot. When I mean about sterilisation, I've dunked everything in boiling hot water. Just make sure that you press it down. Now you can also use a herb press, which I have in my skincare manufacturing lab, for a couple of days, and I get absolutely all of the goodness out of there. This oil can be used for so many things. This is a wonderful body oil. It's a fantastic oil for your hair, for a leave-in oil conditioner. It's fantastic for the scalp as well. So all we need is half a cup of the infused nettle oil. Now, I love to use a double boiler. A double boiler is really a saucepan that is really thin on the bottom, because all we're doing is heating water. We don't really need like a really heavy saucepan. I like to pre-boil my water. This is a really great little double boiler. 1/4 cup of beeswax. So I'm going to pop him in there. Now this is pelletized beeswax that's suitable for cosmetics. And so all we need to do is melt. And the whole reason why we're using a double boiler is because beeswax and oil have a very low burning point, and we don't want to overcook. All we want to do is melt. So we just want to melt down our beeswax. So easy to do this at home. And I'm using just a little rubber spatula. So pouring in our 1/2 cup of olive oil. Now, as you can see, what happened there is that the cold olive oil has actually turned the beeswax back to hard. So now we just have to patiently stir it and remelt that beeswax. Okay, so that's completely melted now. This is very, very hot, so it's not really for kids to do. This is oil. It's not boiling. We're dealing with natural ingredients here. We don't have any chemical binders in here, which is what a lot of products do have. Now, I love this little pot, and now quite simply all we have to do is hot pour. So we're going to hot pour into these jars that can handle hot pour. Not every jar can handle a hot pour. Little lip balm containers as well. Now I'm going to be doing a DIY kit that you can buy all these ingredients in the jars and do it yourself. Now all we have to do is wait for them to dry, like these ones here. Look how lovely that's dry, and the smell is beautiful. Look how gorgeous it is. Now that's set already. I can put my finger on that. You really get the taste of the olive oil. That's why I like olive oil. I like to use olive oil too. I like the flavour. You can use jojoba oil, almond oil, a really good carrier oil. Really simple balms that you can do yourself at home. You are totally smart enough to do it. Now that we've got our wonderful ointments made, got our lovely oil infusion done. It's the cleanup. Now you're gonna either love me or hate me on this, because we are left with a very icky, sticky, waxy, oily mess. Now this isn't something that you want to put down your drains. We're here on our permaculture farm, and we have to deal with all of our water ourselves. So I don't put this oil down the drain, and I don't put the, definitely not the wax, down the drain. The stinging nettle, what I do there, I give that to the chooks. They love it with the oil on there too. It's really super good for them. So what I'll actually do is, where there is actually wax, I will let it sit and let it dry, and then I'll get a paper towel and I'll take it all off everything, and that goes into the compost. And everything else gets a lot of boiling water with soap, soapy water. So I use an organic base. I tip it outside. I don't let it go down the drain. When I make my ointments in my manufacturing lab, my staff do sometimes fake illnesses, so they don't have to do the cleanup.